Hakuna Matata. It means no worries. And don't worry, because I still got you on this new episode of My Hero Academia or My Hero Academy, whatever you want to call it. And yes, I am flying solo this week. Me and Cuz just had a hard time like really getting together this week. So I'm going to help him out for the one time so he doesn't have to worry about this. And then if you still go check him out if you want to see other animes that we are talking about or any of that goodness. But without further ado, I'm jumping into this week's episodes of My Hero Academia. So if you are glad that I made it, because I didn't want to miss a week for you guys. Definitely go ahead and hit the thumbs up for the boy, because it keeps me motivated. It keeps me bringing content to your face. Well, at least My Hero stuff keeps My Hero to your face. So if you like that I do My Hero, say something. Or, hit the little thumbs up for the boy, like I said. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this episode review, because this episode, it was a really good episode. It was definitely more action-packed, so as far as like actual stuff to go over, it's not really like a lot. It's actually just mostly all the fighting and the action sequences and stuff, which I mean was really, really cool to look at and stuff like that. So I mean, basically we've got a pin down vengeful Ida. Stain has, pinned this guy down. He can't move or anything. He's stabbed up in his arm and stuff. And and Ida's like, Stain's like, I'm gonna just kill you, and I'm gonna make a message out of you. And Ida's like, yo, what have I gotten myself into? Like, this boy on the ground, he like, yo, it's going down. I'm probably gonna die today. But in this, in the midst of this happening in that alleyway, Deku he's piecing things together quickly in his head. Because, my firstborn child is smart. He is a smart cookie. So, he's figuring out that, all these Nomus are around and stuff like that. And he figures out that, oh, he's in Hosu City. Stain. He's like, I mean, he puts the pieces together too late. But he's like, holy crap, this man is out for revenge. This man wants revenge. Like, and it was one of the things that he said a few episodes, Deku said a few episodes ago. He was like, I wish I would have realized what, he was thinking and what he was going through sooner. So while he's watching all the other heroes fight the Nomus and stuff, Gran Torino was off fighting a Nomu somewhere else. They're just all Nomus. They're all Nomus. So we figure out, so he figures out what's really going on. So he's like, all right, I need to go find him. So in the midst of Deku actually finding Ida, he puts together in his head, he's like, all right, cool. What do I already know about Stain and his like, and his patterns? Because, and he uses that to kind of, well, as he's searching around the city, he looks, he looks in the most important spots that he would think Stain would be at, finds Ida, and this boy, this is the coolest part of the episode. Because, I mean, honestly, because now we're seeing him actually use his quirk in like full motion without the repercussions. So we're seeing him with the full cowl in action. So this man is Spider-Man, like jumping wall from wall, and he's just like, bow, just right in the kisser, just right in Stain's kisser. He jumps in and he's backing up for he jumps in, backs up Ida. It's the coolest thing ever. Like, I love like the whole Spider-Man jumping wall to wall type of action, because that's the first thing I think of, I guess, since Spider-Man's favorite comic book hero. But that's all besides the point. He comes in and he's like, yo, I'm a beat that. But he comes in and he backs up Ida, and he's like, and this whole episode, this is pretty much like a different, I mean, honestly, we've seen Ida in a different light up until this point, but we've never seen Ida be selfish. You know what I mean? He was definitely selfish in this episode, in the fact of he's like, I don't want your help. I don't want anyone's help. This is my problem. That's the first thing he says to Deku, and he's like, are you crazy right now? Like, you're trying to take this guy down by yourself. Are you stupid? Like, you know, he's like, I'm like, what's the point of me being a hero if I don't step in when it's even when it's not my business? Like, that's the whole point, you know. So Deku comes in, you know, he's holding off Stain, and he hits him on the head, and then he gets cut. Then he's unable to move. So this pretty much gets into Stain's kind of quirk, which is indigestion, which I'm gonna go ahead and spoil that because you guys have watched the episode. It's just a quick recap. And basically, when he ingests blood, it allows him to, like, evidently take control of their body or paralyze them or whatever. But Deku does figure out that there is a time limit of, like, how many people he can control, or depending on the blood type, how long he has control over that person. So evidently, so that's a huge factor, because later in the episode, Deku is able to move again when Tora Doki pops up on the scene. Because Tora Doki pops up because Deku does call for backup on his phone while he's dealing with Stain, before he gets immobilized. By the way, so that also happens as well. Tora Doki pops up on the scene later. Boy, in full fire mode. He is in full fire, icy hot. He's in full icy hot mode. You know, which is funny because he always starts off icy, then he gets hot. Which, I mean, it always happens in that order. If no one else has seen that by now, there you go. He's literally a living, breathing product placement. Like, let's just get that out of the way. But anywho, so he pops up on the scene, and this is actually really cool because this is like actually Tora Doki's like kind of like character growth, because now we see how much this character has grown from the end of the sports festival up until this moment. You know, him using his firepower, him accepting that side of himself, and basically how much of an inspiration just like he said, Deku said like 2 words to him, and it sparked this whole change in his character, you know. So, you know, it was really cool because, but like even Stain was still dealing with Tora Doki. As skilled as Tora Doki is, you know, he was able to still, you know, stab him in the arm or whatever. And you know, he almost got Tora Doki, but he didn't, because, you know, Tora Doki used that heat, he used that fire, that hot fire to blow, you know, to knock, to kind of get him away from him while keeping a distance and still, you know, being able to stay on the offensive as well, which we know Tora Doki is super good at that. And it's pretty much just inspiring Ida, you know, it's pretty much just inspiring Ida just to, yo man, we understand why Ida's upset. It is personal, it is family, but at the same time, like, you've gotta, being a hero, you have to learn how to separate yourself from the, you know, you gotta be able to separate yourself from the job. Like, if you think about it, I mean, and this is pretty real, you know, and I guess I'm just gonna speak a little realness here, just for a second. If you think about it, even if you're a doctor or you're a police officer or a criminal investigator or stuff like that, you don't work on cases that involve your family, because it gets personal. And it's the same thing for heroes as well, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like the same thing. I mean, it's never clearly stated like that, because, you know what I mean? But you would think that would probably be, it would be something like that. I mean, let me know what you guys think about that. I mean, I understand why Ida got involved, but do you really think, like, it wasn't really his place? But even if Ida did have the skills to take him down, do you really think it would have been his place to take down Stain, or should have went to another hero? You know what I mean? Or that should have been someone else's issue, because it's personal. And I you know, things do get personal, and that's, you know, and I just wanted to bring that up, and I just want to see how you guys think about that going forward as well. So, and I mean, and the cliffhanger is Ida is trying to get up, and you see his hand like kind of move a little bit, and yo, the cliffhangers the last like 2 to 3 weeks have been really, really good. I really like the way they're cutting just at the end of the episodes now, on those high notes, just on the it's just really good. You know, from the first half of of this season, where it was just the sports festival, the cliffhangers have been just so nice this season. So anyway, that's everything that I got for you guys down below. If I missed anything, definitely go ahead, put your 2 cents or just put your what you thought in the comment section below. Definitely let me know. Do you think you know, in a professional standing, do you think Ida should have still taken care of Stain, or do you think someone else should have taken care of Stain? Let me just let me know on the whole, like, you know, it's a personal issue, and we will take it from there. But anyway, I am the sheriff. Definitely, if you like this, definitely go ahead and hit a like. I will be with my boy Taylor next week, so go ahead and I'll also link his channel down there below. We also are talking about Kakeguri and the love one, the romance one, the one that everyone's jamming out to. Koida Uso. We're also talking about that over there as well. So I will also link his you'll see his channel pop up here at the end, and you can also click that, check that boy out. And I will catch you Trailblazers in the next one. Peace.